Happy Tuesday, Bookfighters. So, the book that I read last week was The Last Thing I Remember by Andrew Klavan. There it is again. And it's about this kid named Charlie, and he goes to sleep, just doing whatever, and he wakes up strapped to a chair in a torture chamber, and there's all these crazy, like, Arab guys. Is that politically correct? Can I call them that? I have no idea. Whatever. I live in America, I should know, but whatever. But there's all these crazy guys talking about him, and the one guy's just like, kill him, and then he starts freaking out, and so they come in to kill him, but then he's like a black belt in karate, and so he like breaks out of his straps and beats the crap out of it. He kicks one of them in the nuts, which is really amusing, I thought, and then he breaks out of the terrorist compound and goes running off into the forest. He steals a truck and then he crashes it like an idiot because he's going too fast, and he like drives into a tree or something. Ow. Anyway, I hurt myself. Ow. But it's not usually the type of book that I like to read, because it's that whole like teenager, and then the teenager knows what's going on, but none of the adults do, and so the adults are kind of stupid the whole time, because apparently he finds out that he's like this convicted criminal and that he broke out of prison, and he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, I don't remember any of you, and the cop's all like, I know you, and you lied to me, and I don't trust you, and he's like, oh, but I don't even know who you are, and then the cop's like, meh, puh, and then they send him to jail again, and then he has to break out of jail again. It's very complicated, but like it read pretty fast, and the action was good, and it was paced well, so overall I'd probably give it like 4 stars, because for like a young adult book it was pretty whatever, pretty good, and I'm kind of picky about my young adult books, so yeah, I liked it. Anyway, the book that I am reading this week, I am reading kind of spur of the moment like, because I have a book list, like a pile of books that people have given me or that I have bought previously that I should be reading, and the book that came after The Last Thing I Remember was Bloodhound by Tamora Pierce, and so I went and I got it from the library and stuff, and I was all prepared to read it, and I was kind of excited, and then me and my friends Kim and Karen went to the bookstore, and we were sitting around in the biography section, and I found this book, My Lobotomy by Howard Dully and Charles Fleming, and it's gonna sound a little weird, but I really enjoy learning about like mental health professionals and psychology from like the period of 1930 to 1950 when it was crazy balls, and so I kind of saw it just like sitting there on the shelf like, oh, look at me, you should come pick me up, but I didn't have any money for it, and so just kind of jokingly I was like, hey Kim, you want to buy me an early birthday present? Her. And she was like, what? And I was like, that's your book right here. And she was like, sure. And I didn't actually expect her to say yes, so I got a new book, and I started reading it instead of the book that I was going to read, and I'm only like halfway through the preface because I didn't really want to start it until today, so I had like the correct amount of time, but I'm excited to read this because I remember looking him up on like the Wikipedias and being like, what? That's insane! And I didn't actually know that he had a real book, but he does. And it sounds like it's going to be really sad. So I will tell you all about how sad it is next Tuesday. Alright? Sarah, I will see you tomorrow. Dan, I will see you next Monday. And the rest of you, I will see you throughout the week. Fare thee well, Bookfighters.